comes to archive, a machine consciousness.
Where the laws of physics are bent, the energy of a star becomes the lifeblood, and a mortal is...
This is not a weapon. This is the will of a tyrant made manifest, an inescapable law of predation.
A key, not to open a door, but to awaken a sleeping legacy, a fortress woven from memory and light. It comes to archive, a machine consciousness, a ghost in the circuits, and then even a symbol can shatter, leaving a void not in the sky, but in the heart of an entire world.
We were too arrogant. The greatest civilization in the universe couldn't save itself. In the midst of a world's death, a promise is born. A promise of tomorrow. Wait.
Oh my heavens, Silas, it's a baby!
The promise from the stars had found its most fertile ground.
A key, not to open a door, but to awaken a sleeping legacy, a fortress woven from memory and light.
You are the embodiment of a race's will, Kalen. But your destiny is your own to choose.
He wasn't learning to defy gravity. He was learning to accept his true nature, one that didn't belong to the ground.
And so, the symbol was born, not of steel, but of action. The emblem on his chest isn't just it doesn't come to invade, it comes to archive, a machine consciousness, a ghost in the circuits. A Thelian race, a specimen thought lost. Your knowledge will be preserved. To fight a perfect machine, he had to become a force of deliberate chaos, a variable it could not calculate.
You cannot understand.
A museum of tragedies. Every twinkling light is a dead worm.
He doesn't fight with strength, but with legacy. He uses the very knowledge of Aethel to fight the one who stole it.
The first battle with the universe was over. He had won, but he had also seen the infinity of threats that lie beyond. If the Nexus was cold logic, then the next threat is a fiery rage. A gate that leads...
I am Vorlag, and I have come to reclaim what is mine. Everything! He is not a king.
This is the moment the god of hope faces a brutal reality. Some walls cannot be broken by strength alone.
Hope is an illusion. Submission is the only reality.
This battle wasn't physical. It was a war of ideas. Freedom versus control.
These are not weapons. This is a tyrant's will made manifest, an inescapable law of predation.
He's not just fighting against energy, he's fighting against a concept, an absolute command that says, you must die.
The moment the monster inside the hero is unleashed, not out of hatred, but to protect all that he loves.
I live in a world of cardboard.
A god's power finally unleashed, not to destroy, but to banish the darkness back to where it belongs.
This war is far from over. You can banish a tyrant, but you can't erase the idea of domination.
Every victory leaves a scar, not just on the city, but on the soul of its protector. And then, from the darkness, a living weapon is born. It has no purpose, no plan.
This is when power confronts itself in its most primal form. An unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
In his final moment, his choice was not that of a god, but of a man. To protect his love.
To stop the apocalypse, he became a part of it. An ultimate sacrifice, written in the language of violence.
The god is dead. And for the first time, the world feels the cold of a sky without its guardian.
And then, even a symbol can shatter, leaving a void not in the sky, but in the heart of an entire world. But death is merely a state for those born of the stars. The cosmic forge that gave him his power will now reclaim and reforge him. Where the laws of physics are bent, the energy of a star becomes the lifeblood, and a mortal is reborn as a cosmic entity. He returns, not just stronger, but wiser. He died as a man, and is reborn as a legend.
His cosmic saga is not a story of power, but of choice. The choice to become light